Have you ever wondered if you're unknowingly driving people away? As we age, many of us find comfort in the familiar, our routines, beliefs, and habits. Some of these are rooted in wisdom, stability, and earned life experience. But others, if left unchecked, can turn into blind spots. Small behaviors that quietly shift how others perceive us, even if no one says a word. In this eye-opening video, we'll uncover 12 surprising habits that may be pushing people away as we grow older. Habits everyone sees but rarely talks about. These aren't physical flaws or appearances, but subtle behavioral patterns that can create distance between us and the people we love. Don't worry, this isn't about blame or shame. This is about reflection, empowerment, and growth. The good news? Every one of these habits is completely fixable, and just becoming aware of them is the first step toward reconnecting with yourself and others in a deeper way. So stay with us until the end, because sometimes the smallest changes lead to the biggest transformations. Number 1, letting personal hygiene slide. One of the first unspoken signs that people notice, but rarely address, is a subtle decline in self-care. Maybe it's unbrushed hair, clothes worn a few days too many, or nails left a little too long. These aren't glaring offenses, but they quietly communicate that we may have stopped caring for ourselves the way we once did. People may not mention it directly. In fact, they'll likely avoid the topic altogether to spare your feelings. Instead, they'll keep a bit more distance, shorten their visits, or quietly refrain from hugging. When hygiene slips, it doesn't just suggest neglect. It sends a message: I've given up a little, and unfortunately, that affects how others treat us. But here's the flip side. Just a fresh shirt, brushed hair, or clean nails signals to the world, I'm still here, I still matter. The truth is, people react to our energy, and hygiene reflects that energy. When we show self-respect, we invite others to treat us with dignity in return. Number 2, speaking without a filter. As we get older, that inner voice that once said, "Maybe don't say that," gets quieter. Some call it confidence. Others might call it entitlement. Either way, the habit of saying whatever comes to mind, especially without kindness, can alienate the people closest to us. Have you ever made a comment about someone's appearance or parenting style and followed it with, "I'm just being honest"? That kind of honesty can come across as harshness. Younger generations often don't respond. They retreat. They stop calling. They don't bring up sensitive topics. The warmth fades. But imagine the opposite. Imagine offering wisdom wrapped in kindness. That kind of voice is one people lean into, not away from. If this resonates with you, comment 2 below and let us know you're still watching. And while you're here, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Elderly Active Life for more empowering content. We post every single day just for seniors like you. Number 3, wearing clothes that no longer fit or reflect you. Sticking to what's familiar, your favorite jeans, that old sweater, can bring comfort. But when clothes no longer fit or reflect who you are now, they send a message that you've stopped paying attention. Ill-fitting pants or decades-old styles don't just feel outdated, they can signal disconnection from the present moment. The goal isn't to be trendy or flashy, it's to wear clothes that say, "I still care about how I show up in the world." Something as simple as a shirt that fits well or a color that suits your complexion can boost how others respond to you. More importantly, it reinforces how you see yourself: capable, confident, and fully present. Number 4, taking over every conversation. You have a lifetime of wisdom, and that's a gift. But if every conversation turns into a lecture, people start pulling back. They want to feel heard too. When you interrupt or dominate the discussion, it's often rooted in good intentions, to help, to share, to teach. But over time, people start holding back. They make fewer calls. They share less. Real connection comes not from giving the best advice, but from offering the best ear. Ask more questions. Wait before jumping in. Be curious, not corrective. That small shift, from speaker to listener, builds deeper trust, especially with younger family members who crave understanding, not instruction. Number 5, constantly complaining about kids these days. It might start as a harmless observation, someone on their phone, someone parenting differently than you would. But when those remarks become constant, they send a strong message. I don't understand you, and I'm not interested in trying. Every generation thinks the one that follows is doing something wrong. But constant criticism builds walls, not bridges. Your kids and grandkids may stop confiding in you, not out of disrespect, but out of emotional self-protection. Choose curiosity over critique. Instead of saying, they don't know how good they have it, ask, what's life like for you right now? That one question can open the door to connection in a way no amount of lecturing ever could. Still with us? Comment 5 below and share your thoughts. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for daily uploads right here on Elderly Active Life. We're building a strong community of seniors just like you. Number 6. Ignoring modern etiquette, the unseen social faux pas. There's an invisible layer of social expectations that evolves with every passing decade. And when those unspoken rules are missed, the reaction can be immediate, even if no one says a word. Things that once felt normal, talking loudly on your phone in a waiting room, playing a video out loud in public, or even standing a bit too close in line, can now be seen as intrusive or inconsiderate. And here's the thing. No one tells you outright. They won't tap you on the shoulder and ask for space. Instead, they inch away. They glance at each other. They choose another seat. Their silence speaks louder than any words could. You might think, it wasn't like this back in the day. And you'd be right. But times have changed. Expectations around personal space, noise, and public behavior have evolved. And whether we agree with it or not, people judge how socially aware we are based on these cues. Now, don't take this as a reason to walk on eggshells. Instead, take it as an invitation to stay engaged, to adapt, to say through your actions, I'm still part of this world, and I care how I affect it. That awareness earns silent respect and tells those around you, especially younger folks, that you're still present, still considerate, and still learning. If you're still here and resonating with these insights, type number 6 in the comments to let us know. And don't forget, if you appreciate thoughtful content made just for seniors, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, Elderly Active Life. We post daily videos to support and empower your journey. Number 7, clinging to past achievements when memories overshadow the moment. We all have accomplishments we're proud of. Maybe you were a teacher like Mr. John Walker, who taught hundreds of students over 30 years. Or perhaps you built a successful business like Linda Jameson, raising a family and earning deep respect in your community. But here's the truth. When you constantly revisit the past, especially in every conversation, it can start to feel like a shield, one that hides the version of you that's here now. When you tell the same stories over and over again, or compare every modern situation to how it used to be, it quietly sends the message that your best days are behind you. And while those memories matter, what people, especially family, want to see is that you're still curious, still growing, still in the present. Sharing the past should inspire, not dominate. Make space for others to share their present, and they'll naturally be more interested in hearing your stories too, because they'll come from a place of connection, not nostalgia. Number 8, refusing help and playing the I'm fine card. There's a quiet pride many older adults carry, a sense of independence forged through decades of challenges. But here's the problem. When you constantly say, I'm fine, even when you're not, it sends the wrong message. Loved ones want to help, whether it's carrying groceries, checking in after a fall, or offering a ride to a doctor's appointment. They do it out of love. And when you brush it off every time, it begins to feel like rejection. More than that, it can worry them. They start to wonder, what if something happens and they don't tell us? This creates distance, even anxiety, because the people around you feel helpless. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It says you trust others. It invites them into your life in meaningful ways. And ironically, the more you're willing to receive, the more others feel connected to you. Number 9, constantly talking about illness. Let's face it, as we age, health becomes a bigger part of life. But if every conversation becomes a rundown of aches, doctors, and medications, it can quietly wear down relationships. It's not that people don't care, they do, but when that becomes the primary topic, They may feel helpless or worse, overwhelmed, and eventually they may start to avoid conversations altogether. Instead, try creating balance. Mention your health honestly, but also talk about other things: a good book, a walk in the park, a funny memory, a grandchild's success. Let people see that you're more than what's happening with your body, that your spirit is still vibrant. The truth is, when people hear you talking about life more than limits, they engage more fully. They're drawn in, not out. Number 10, resisting new technology. We get it. Today's tech can feel overwhelming. From smartphones to smart homes, it's a lot to keep up with. But when you proudly say, "I don't do technology," it's not just a personal choice anymore. It creates distance between you and a world that's increasingly digital. Your grandchildren text. Your friends share photos on apps. Your doctor might even schedule appointments online. Refusing to engage with this world, even a little, puts up a wall. You don't have to master every app, but learning how to send a message, join a video call, or use a tablet shows the people in your life that you're still trying. It bridges generations. It shows that you're open to change. Remember, curiosity isn't age-bound. The willingness to learn says, "I may be older, but I'm still in this with you." If you've made it this far, drop as number 10 in the comments. We love knowing which points hit home with you. And while you're at it, tap that subscribe button for daily wisdom made exclusively for older adults, only on Elderly Active Life. Number 11, gossiping or speaking negatively about others. It might seem harmless, a passing comment about a neighbor's choices or a friend's drama. But constant gossip, especially in small circles or family settings, can be toxic. Even if you're not being malicious, people start to wonder, if they say that about others, what do they say about me? Over time, gossip erodes trust. People stop opening up. They keep their distance. And even when they're present, they're guarded. Instead, speak life into people. Celebrate their wins. Be the voice of wisdom and peace, not whispers and doubt. That's the kind of energy that draws people in and builds lasting relationships. Number 12, acting like there's nothing left to learn. One of the most unattractive qualities in any age, but especially in older age, is rigidity. The belief that "I've seen it all," or "I already know," shuts down opportunities for growth and connection. But here's the truth. Life doesn't stop teaching, and the people who age most gracefully are the ones who stay open. Open to new ideas, new perspectives, even being wrong. You don't have to agree with everything, but when you listen, when you ask questions, when you say, "Tell me more," people feel valued. They don't just see your age, they see your humility and wisdom working together. And that, more than anything, keeps relationships alive. Final thoughts. The quiet power of self-awareness. Aging is not the end of the road. It's an evolution. And the most beautiful elders aren't the ones who have it all figured out. They're the ones who keep growing, who care how they affect others, who choose dignity over defensiveness. You don't have to change who you are, but you can adjust how you show up. And those small adjustments can be the difference between loneliness and connection, between being tolerated and being deeply cherished. So here's a gentle challenge. Take just one of these points and work on it this week. Not for others, but for you, because you deserve to be seen, heard, and loved fully. If this video touched your heart or helped you reflect, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and drop a comment below with your favorite takeaway. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Active Life, where every single day we bring you practical, uplifting, and honest content made especially for seniors. We believe aging should be a celebration, not a sentence. You're not done growing, you're just getting started. Again,